us on YouTube. We really appreciate it. You are watching a special episode of ExcaliburCCGTV, where we have a fine group of people collected together to talk about Louisiana Comic Con 2015, the first year of this event. Now, let me preface everything by saying that everything was not perfect with the event, but it still happened. It was still a great show. If you're hanging out in any Facebook groups or seen anything online, people were complaining, and rightfully so, for the long waits to get in, and that was the prepaid customers as well as the people trying to get tickets the day of. There was at least, every time I walked around to go see like the people waiting to get in, there were at least 1,000 people in line waiting to get in.
Yeah.
So with that out of the way, we do know that that was an issue, and we're going to dive into talking about the pros of the con itself. I got Randy on the call here with me. Randy worked the shop all day that day. Randy, you want to tell us briefly about what happened here at the shop the day of the Comic Con?
Mass chaos, tons and tons and tons of people. We had a whole lot of the customers who weren't wanting to wait in the rain came by and hung out, spent a whole lot of money, and then went back to the group later on, or to the con later on. So I only got to see two or three costumes. We'll talk about those later, but I was a little disappointed I didn't get to see more.
You're hoping to see more, yeah? Yeah, that would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. So let's dive in. I've got Ian here. I've got Michelle. I've got Sarah, and I've got Sarah here. So is everybody with me?
You kind of have some. Let's talk to the ones that are here.
That's cool. We're going to go ahead and dive into the ones that are here, and if the others come back in, we'll invite them to be part of the conversation. So let's start off with the first topic. Who were the best vendors, or which vendors did you like the most? You don't have to say Excalibur. Obviously, we were there, and we were front and center. We had a great day there. But beside us, who were some of the more impressive vendors that you saw there? Michelle, let's start with you. What vendors really caught your eye?
Man-made soap. That was one of my favorites because I've used his soap for a while, and for him to come out with all the nerdy products, I bought a ton of stuff.
Cool.
He actually helped facilitate some of the press stuff I did that weekend, so I'm plugging him. But also Voodoo Tattoo,
Okay.
they were great. I bought this giant Wonder Woman painting. Yeah, so
Yeah.
love them. Another one I have on my little stuff here was the Mood Hair cosplays. I don't know if y'all saw that. They were selling the bags, and they had the guy dressed up as Coulson. They were awesome.
Yes,
They
I
had a lot
saw
of
that guy.
cool little
Yeah.
things. They had a lot of cool, unique things. There was a T-shirt vendor right behind them. I got a couple of shirts from them. Zombie candles is always one of my favorites.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't see anything that I didn't think had something cool to offer. I mean, of course, I got there early, so anything that got sold out, I don't know. I got everything I wanted. I'm just selfish like that.
Was Tattoos, was that the one that, is that Micah's?
No, Micah is Red Handed Tattoo up on Kings Highway.
But they were actually doing tattoos at the show.
They were?
I thought I saw a picture of someone getting tattooed. Was it just painting, or was that tattoo?
It was face paint.
Probably just
It was face paint.
Oh, yeah.
It looked like something on the arm, but I mean, they may have been painting on the arm too.
There was a zombie spray paint booth that was doing full body pretty much.
Okay, that was.
Yeah.
I would want to go and see people actually getting tattooed. I like to see the end result.
Yeah,
I got one of my zombie tattoo on my left foot from Dawn of the Dead, the original Dawn of the Dead. I got it at Texas Frightmare a few years ago in Dallas, and like, of course, I'll never forget my first con because that's where I got my first tattoo. So it'd be cool if we could get some local tattoo artists to come in, because Micah is covered in nerdy stuff. He does my nerdy tattoos, my Care Bear, my TARDIS. Micah, Nicole, all those tattoo artists that are really into the different genres. That would be a really good idea.
That's cool. Michelle, were there any other vendors that really stuck out to you?
One of my friends' bands, Critical Failure, they're selling merchandise and their music and talking to people, and they're like a really nerdy group. They're also, 3 of them are also in the Moulin Dudes. I don't know if y'all know that, but Critical Failure is named after. I don't play Dungeons and Dragons. I don't play role-playing games, but I have nothing against them. But I know it has to do with that, so I thought it was awesome.
Very cool.
I've kind of watched that band grow over the years.
Very
cool.
Either Sarah's. Talk about what vendors you liked.
I really liked Catherine Mosley. She had some really cool prints, and then she had someone at her table with her where if you put money in the jar, he'd write you a haiku, and that was pretty cool. But I stood around and talked to her for a good 15 minutes, and right before I left the con, I went and spent the rest of the money I had with me on her stuff just because she was so nice and fun to talk to, and she, some of her prints were of the Monster High dolls, but in her own style. And I recently, I mean last week, got into those movies that they have based on those characters, and they were so good. And then,
Yeah, hey Ian, are you back?
Man, I'm trying. My camera's failing, man.
Okay, that's okay. Keep trying. We're gonna still talk to Sarah here about her favorite vendors at the show real quick.
So,
Yeah, go for it, man.
Go ahead, Sarah.
And then I didn't get to buy from the DNC Crafts table, but I love their stuff so much. All of their different little pillows. I had one that had the Marauders map on it, and I just about lost it because Harry Potter is my thing.
Nice.
That was Harry Potter.
That was a pretty cool table.
I really wanted to buy stuff from them, but I was like, I'm too broke for this.
I always have a buffer amount of money.
Yeah, no, I left my card in my car so that I could only spend the cash I had.
That's a great idea.
Good idea.
That was my game.
Very cool.
Other Sarah.
Well, I really enjoyed getting to talk with the Chew guy.
Yeah, Rob Guillory.
Yeah. He and I had a nice chat. That's where I was headed right after I started in. And then there was a small booth. It was, I'm probably going to mispronounce it. We're going to go with Enig Design Studio. And that's where I got a really nice size Batman drawing. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not because it's kind of dark.
Yeah.
Cool.
But it's a pretty good size one, and it was dirt cheap. I was pleasantly surprised at how cheap it was. But he had a lot of really good stuff there. Most of the stuff he had besides a couple of Batman paintings were anime stuff. But those are the 2 booths that I really enjoyed talking to the people. And then I stopped by and spoke to the Critical Failure guys, and I listened to a little bit of their music. They were really good.
What kind of music are these Critical Failure guys? What style?
They write their own songs based on the things they love. They have songs about playing D&D. They have a song about wrestling. They just came out with their studio album. So
okay, are they like heavy metal or rock?
They sounded a lot
rock.
like Breaking. I was gonna say they sounded a lot like Breaking Benjamin. That was the feel that I got from them listening to what I listened to.
Okay.
I mean, but they do a little bit of everything. They're all in different bands. They all like different things. So they come together and they're like, let's write a song about this, whatever it is, and then they do it, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I know the Moulin Dudes do covers, and so they, I guess, get to break out and do their own stuff there with.
Woo!
Yeah.
That
Okay,
was not
Ian.
Critical Failure. You made it.
I had to restart my tablet, but I'm here.
Okay, well now that you're back, tell us your favorite vendor at the con. Tell us about the booth that really caught your eye.
I actually liked the artist Brandon Badeau, I think.
Yeah, nice guy.
Like, man, he's like super down to earth, easy to talk to. Talk to him about Aquaman for like 20 minutes. Like, just a cool guy.
Yeah.
So, really awesome.
Who else?
Dude.
Were there some other favorite booths for you?
I like Man-Made Soap. The Wolverine soap was like where it's at.
Dude, that smells so good.
You didn't get the Fight
Not
Club
only that,
soap?
but it makes your skin feel like magic.
Nice. Can't wait.
It's magic soap. It's magical
I'm
soap.
totally surprised you didn't get the Fight Club soap, Ian.
I did get the Fight Club soap for Corey, actually. He's super into it.
I
Yeah.
got 2. And if you need
He
more, I know
doesn't
the
talk
guy.
about it now.
Very cool.
No, Elmer. Oh, sorry. Nope.
Now, what other vendors did you really like, Ian?
I liked all the artists. Of course, y'all's booth was just amazing. Let me think. Yeah, the other booth that shall not be named was just okay, I guess.
Well,
But,
I heard a lot of positive from the they shall not be named. I heard a positive with the watch lady that had all the geek watches there with all the superhero faces on them.
yeah,
You guys
she was like super affordable.
Yeah.
But she didn't have a lot of girl-sized watches with the types of superheroes that you would necessarily want. She mostly had.
You had to get there early. Because I got the coolest Wonder Woman watch that wraps around and around, and it's got. I didn't know when I got it, but the comic cell that's in there is from the year I was born.
Oh,
So I was like,
Very
But
cool.
she used to make a lot of them with male heroes in the girls' watches. At least not of the lesser-known male heroes. Like I wanted one with Hawkeye in it, and there were 3 guys ones with Hawkeyes, but she said she didn't make one for ladies with Hawkeye.
yeah.
Which it was still really awesome.
watches for
but I
ladies need to be Hawkeye, Loki, Captain America, Thor. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
This is just obvious.
The other one.
My son actually got the Black Panther watch. He was so excited about that.
Very cool.
Did anybody get to meet Tiny?
I saw.
Oh yeah, I
him.
got to talk with him a lot.
Okay, go ahead, Michelle. What was he like? After you
He
blow
was
out your.
really nice. He was really nice. Oh my gosh, we got to chat with him before it got real busy because we were in there early, and he talked to me and my boys and took pictures. He autographed a picture for me, and we just cut up with him for a while. My oldest son showed him how to base cook. It's like a dancing style. He's never heard of it.
Cool.
He was massaging my neck and my hair during the picture, like he was behind my kids and fondling my hair, and I was like, "Come on, Big Tiny, get handsy, buddy."
When we were closing up and we were breaking down the booths and stuff, Big Tiny was out there talking to one of the other booths that were near us. I couldn't hear their conversation, but about every 2 or 3 minutes I kept hearing him go, "Boomtown!" And it was just that's all I could hear from him. I don't know if he was staying at Boomtown, if he was excited about gambling there.
He was calling everybody for a party. If I'd have known, I would have went.
He probably he might have been rustling up people for a party, but I don't know.
He
Real
was.
quickly.
I didn't know.
I have to ask, ladies. I have heard reports that apparently, those of you that met Nicholas Brennan, apparently he smelled really good. Was this the case?
I
don't remember smelling him. I kind of thought, I don't like him that much. I'm not a big Buffy fan. My youngest son really loved him. I didn't smell him.
But what is
I
that,
really
Sarah?
wanted to go see him, but I couldn't because every 5 minutes people were stopping me to get pictures.
Oh.
That's the curse of being a great Loki.
That's a segue, guys, into like what are some of the best cosplays that you saw? Because Sarah, I absolutely loved Lady Loki. You told me that you were going to do that, and you pulled it off. It was sweet. Loved it. Yeah.
He was awesome.
Great job with that. What else? I did not like Scary Clown. That was didn't need to see that.
That's a zombie walk regular. Okay, that's
was
done. Yeah, they're zombie walk regulars. I know that.
And grabbed me.
Yeah, they love to freak people out, but they're awesome people. They're really nice.
No.
Yeah.
So what else did you see that you liked?
What if I can find? I have pictures. I liked Oogie Boogie.
Oh, I didn't get to see
Yeah.
Oogie Boogie. Yeah, cool.
I've got a ton of pictures in my photo album on Facebook. Y'all need to check it out.
I liked Agent
I
Coulson.
walked the whole line. And got pictures of everybody that I could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coulson and Loki.
Coulson was my favorite because my friend was a female Captain America, and he played along with her being Captain America the whole time. He even signed the back of her thing and had her sign the back of his picture of them together. It was the best thing.
Well, I tested him. I said, "Where's your Captain America collector cards?" And he straight up pulled them out of his pocket. And I was like, "Yes!"
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, he had my friend sign one of them.
Wait, so this guy at the cosplay mood hair place, he was Agent Coulson?
He stayed in character the whole time.
He did.
Oh man, because I
got
thought
to chat with him.
Here
it is.
I thought he was Agent Smith from The Matrix.
No, he was Agent Coulson, and he stayed in character, and he glared at me all the time. Every time I came by, he would make snide comments about how he lived, and it just made me so happy.
I bet he did glare at you. That's awesome.
Did you recall something like, "I'm burning with glorious purpose," or?
I said that to my friends. I said that to my friends, and they busted out laughing because they're just like, "You're too nice to be evil." And I'm just like, "Fine, I'll be a good guy next year."
One of our
well, I was walking around with my clipboard. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you ruling oaf. That's awesome. No, go ahead.
One of our regulars at the show, she was Felicity Day's character from Dragon Age. I don't know what Dragon Age is.
I know.
Are you sure it wasn't? Are you sure it wasn't Codex from the Guild?
No, it was from Dragon Age. I know that.
Oh, okay.
She had the little ears and the green outfit.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So
she was with another girl that was 7 of 9. They looked awesome.
Yeah, that's one of her good friends.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Costume with the 7 of 9. I like that. Sarah Earhart, did you see anything cool costumes?
The Deadpools all had pretty good personalities. There were a whole bunch of Deadpools up in the front of the line, and they were having a good time.
All the Deadpools.
One of those trying to keep up with everybody to pay
Deadpools,
costumes.
One of those Deadpools is in Critical Failure. JB, the drummer, he had the most personality because I know that man, and he's been excited about that for weeks.
Does he?
He stayed in character the entire time.
Does he dress up as the Green Power Ranger also?
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know.
Oh, there's someone from Mulan Dudes that's in one of Trepid's music videos as the Green Power Ranger.
Did y'all see the people dressed in Luigi and Daisy from Mario Kart?
Yes, they looked awesome. They did awesome carts. Yeah.
They looked really cool. It was so creative.
Yeah. That was really cool.
Ian,
who did you see, bro?
I saw a really cool Scarecrow. I heard there was like a Galactus costume, but obviously I didn't get in until like 5:15.
I didn't see a Galactus. I missed that one, man.
There's a Galactus?
I don't know. That's
I missed Hellboy.
I don't know.
I was so mad about missing Hellboy.
He was outside assembling his gigantic thing to eat the Earth.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, I didn't get into like 15, so I missed a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was later in the afternoon when I got to see you, Ian. So yeah, that was later on.
It was way late.
I totally counted all the Harley Quinns.
There were several Harley Quinns.
There was a dude that was Harley Quinn.
He was cool.
Yeah, there was.
He was
What
really
about Deadpool Dora? Nobody has anything about Deadpool Dora?
Yeah.
I mean, he was awesome.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
I saw Deadpool Dora.
Yeah.
Well, I like the fact that the guy dressed as Harley Quinn because we a lot of times, like with Sarah, we see the well, they did have Loki was a female at one point.
Lady Loki's canon.
We do see a lot of the gender bending or whatever you call it with the costume. I like to see it go the other way.
Elsa and the Prince from Frozen.
With the guy dressing as a female character. I like that.
I like the Princess Charming and Cinderella.
I did
Yeah.
see this.
Yeah, I thought they were from Frozen or something. I don't know.
Oh,
No.
in our store, we had this girl came in. She was dressed as Nightmare, one of the little ponies, and there was another lady who came in, and she had the chest burster from Aliens.
Oh,
And
I would
Yes.
love to have seen
that was
that.
cool.
I saw her.
I saw her at the con. Yeah, I saw her at the con. There was a Green Arrow. There was a Green Arrow and Felicity that were going around. They looked really good.
I like
Yeah.
the Edward Scissorhands.
I missed that.
I saw Edward Scissorhands. Yeah, he was there.
I have to give a
Hellboy was
shout out.
cool.
Now, there was an
Our boy
original
Rashawn.
Captain America going around. Did y'all see him?
Yeah.
I talked to
Yeah.
him. He told me his mom dyed his stuff blue, and he stitched the stuff on it. He really put a lot of effort into that old school Captain America, and I noticed him like immediately.
Did you get a picture?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's all on Facebook.
I'll go back.
Just find me and friend me.
I can see that.
Did y'all see Storm?
Yes.
And she had like
He
a
was
kid with
So
her.
good. I had such a moment when I saw her. I was freaking out, more so than her cousin who was Cat Lady.
Yeah.
I'm saying it wrong one of those ways, and that's just because I'm so obsessed with Storm. But I freaked out, and I loved her costume so much, and she pulled it off
Yeah.
really well.
She pulled it off really good.
I'm
Well,
glad.
my favorite one didn't get anything.
What was that?
The little bitty Star Lord that is now my Facebook profile picture.
I got a picture with him
Oh,
too.
yeah.
He was adorable.
And
Yeah.
I freaked out when I saw him too. I loved all the little kids.
I was a little.
There was
bit,
the little girl who was American Dream, and I was just like, "You're adorable."
I was a little sad for you, Michelle, because I saw that there were a couple of Captain Hammers there. So I really like the
Like
Dr.
a robot.
Horrible.
Repeat that.
I saw that there were a couple of Captain Hammers there. So you had the whole idea for the Dr. Horrible sing-along blog. Really awesome.
I've
But
had that
apparently-
for years. Yeah, but we were the only complete group. My oldest son was Captain Hammer, and he actually looks like Captain Hammer.
Yeah.
My youngest son was Dr. Horrible. I mean, we found the goggles for $3 at Harbor Freight the night before, and it was just like, those are it. And I already had the trench coat, the lab coat and the gloves. He had everything else, and I got my penny costume at Goodwill. I mean, most people didn't even know I was dressed up until you put all three of us together. But my clipboard actually came in handy as part of my costume.
That's cool. So everybody, we've covered some of our favorite vendors, some of the best cosplay that we saw there. So let's move on to what was your most favorite swag that you left the con with? Let's start. We've seen some of it, but let's start with Ian. Go ahead and start with you. What was some of the best swag you left the con with?
Okay, here, give me a second. I'll show you. Can you see this?
Oh, show and tell. Show and tell.
Can you see this Aquaman real quick? I know.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
horrible.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, it was like so affordable, and I just couldn't take my eyes off of it, so I had to buy it.
Nice.
And then
Oh, cool.
this Venom by De La Rosa was pretty cool. Really, really cool
Nice.
stuff.
Very nice.
And I got
Very
stuff
cool.
from Rob Guillory too. He signed a little chew book for me. That was pretty cool. So.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got those, especially since you came in so late. So that's really great.
Yeah, exactly. I was really excited too.
Did Rob Guillory have prints?
Do what?
Did he have prints, or was he just signing and had like books?
He might have had prints. I don't know, but he had just a few books left, so I just kind of got what I could.
Well, I know
I didn't
he
see
could
any
sell-
prints, but
I didn't see any prints either, and I met him right as the doors opened.
If
Yeah,
he
okay,
was
yeah.
smart, he could have sold tons of prints of the was it Reservoir Dogs or Pulp Fiction cover. He had one of those that everybody was coming into the shop trying to find that to get him to sign.
Right.
It just he
yeah.
would have sold tons
Yeah.
if he had those.
That would've been
Somebody
really
told
cool.
me that that he was doing something in the new Thor annual.
Yes, he is.
Mhm.
And I would have loved to have gotten that before it, but you know, there was just no way. So
Well, the Thor annual
Yeah.
I think comes out this week, doesn't it?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I mean.
And so it's
Yeah,
CM
it's out
Punk writing and he's drawing it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, very
Michelle,
cool.
tell us-
Yeah, Michelle, tell us your swag.
Of course, the biggest, awesomest swag that I waited till the last minute to buy because I had to make sure it was meant for me was the Wonder Woman painting, which is awesome.
Yeah, very cool.
I got some zombie candles. I got a lot of man-made soap. I got a couple of T-shirts.
What's your
I got one that
favorite
says-
man-made soap?
What's my favorite? What?
Smelling man-made soap.
Well, I got the Buffalo Bills skin lotion, which is amazing. It puts the lotion on its skin, you know. But I have to tell y'all, I have an issue, right? I'm the nicest person in the world, and only my children have seen me go Hulk, okay? I used to have a Hulk mask. They called me Hulk Mom because they'd be like, Mom mad, Mom smash. I would smash stuff. So I had to get the Hulk soap, and it's great. I love it.
Yeah.
It really chills me out.
That's cool.
I have to have a bubble bath like every night, or it's bad. It's
Yeah.
real bad.
So
It's
Sarah
too-
Earhart, what did you what was your swag?
Well, y'all saw the Batman print or drawing, and then we got quite a few T-shirts, and then I got a couple of old video game prints that were like the covers for Majora's Mask and Legend of Zelda, the Ninja Turtles game. I don't really remember what the fourth one was, but that was a bulk of it. We did a few other small things, but that I did grab some games, a couple of the booths kind of hidden in the back had some retro games that I ended up grabbing. But my favorite was definitely the Batman.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. That's a nice piece that you got there with that Batman piece.
Thank
Hey,
you.
kitty.
So Sarah Webb, did you get that cat from the con?
No, this is my cat. This is Luna. She decided to enter my room. But I got a Loki, of course. And I've been looking for this one to go with this one that I got at Excalibur. And
Oh,
I found it at
Yeah,
a different
very
booth. I got this really awesome Hawkeye pillow.
Oh, cool.
I got this
Cool.
in the booth
Yeah,
here.
very cool.
I saw it and I
Cool.
didn't blink
Cool,
an
cool,
eye
cool.
at the fact that it was $20. I was just like, it's Hawkeye, I'm buying it. And then this little Hawkeye figurine necklace. I
Cool.
like Hawkeye, but that's because of his new comics. These were some of the prints that I got. I'm really bad at demonstrating things,
Okay.
apparently. This was her original print,
Okay. Yeah.
one of her originals, and these two were of the Monster High doll variety, but they were really cool. So, and then I got a bookmark because, of course, you always need an EV Evolution bookmark. Espeon's the best, obviously.
Cool.
But my
Exactly.
favorite thing I got
Very cool.
was one of the face painting booths did my makeup, my Lady Loki makeup. I showed her the picture of how I wanted it done, and she recreated it for me and then outlined it in a really cool green and put sparkles on it, and that was what completed my costume. So I was really happy
Awesome.
the
Very
face
cool.
painting people were there.
So, Sarah,
Yeah.
was this your first cosplay that you've done, or
This was the first cosplay that I put this much effort into. I cosplayed as a female 11th Doctor for the one that just was in theaters, the Deep Breath or whatever. The season premiere of season 8 that was this one. And then I was the TARDIS for the 50th anniversary special. I cosplayed all the Harry Potter midnight premieres I went to, usually as Luna Lovegood.
oh, I probably saw you there.
And I
Because my youngest son was always Dobby, and he always won.
And
Yeah,
I
remember?
Very cool.
cosplayed American Dream two
Oh.
years ago for Halloween, and that
Cool.
one was fun. But growing up, I usually just cosplayed as Harry Potter characters because that was my intro fandom. I didn't discover anything else until junior year of high school, and I actually didn't get into reading comics until this past year. I read a novelization of a comic. I read the novelization of Civil War, and after that, I had to find out what happens, and there aren't that many of the novelizations, and I was hooked.
Ah, cool.
Right. Yeah. That's cool. Very cool. Yeah. Did we catch everybody on the swag stuff? I think everybody. We started off with Ian, and yeah.
I got a couple more things.
Yeah. Tell us about them. What else did you get?
She had that Hawkeye pillow. I, of course, got a Wonder Woman pillow. It's one of the first things I bought. Hold on, I'm going to grab something else.
Oh, no. Everybody say a prayer. No telling what's about to happen here.
Oh, it's not that bad. I was just browsing, and I saw it, and it was the only one, and I had to snatch it up. Wonder Woman.
Oh.
Wallet for ladies. I immediately put all my stuff in it because I've been carrying around a Timex wallet, Wonder Woman wallet, that I got from Excalibur years ago, and it's kind of seen better days.
Wait,
So this one's like
close
this was classier.
Don't close it yet. I almost had your numbers for your credit card.
Good luck. Don't spend it all in one place.
That's
I
really
also
cool.
carry a
Gibson.
knife at all times.
What's that, Chris?
I was going to ask Michelle if she could show that wallet again. It was really cool.
Oh, I just threw it on my bed. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
What was the booth you got
Did
that
you
one
say
from?
something about a knife?
That booth was right across from Critical Failure. They had T-shirts and they had wallets and all kinds of cool stuff. I wish I could remember who they were.
Backpack.
Yeah, they were. They had a bunch of cool backpacks because I was so tempted because I'm in school now, but I already have one.
I was
It's just
tempted, but I just bought a really nice backpack from Hot Topic, so I couldn't.
Yeah.
I can't have two superhero backpacks.
I can't have one, apparently.
Yeah, my daughter bought. I know what booth you're talking about. My daughter bought some stuff from there. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So, and I guess hopefully we'll get him back here shortly. So let's wrap up the call then with there he is again. I love it. Every time he comes in, it's this
Woo!
That's awesome.
Rocking
Well,
it, bro.
let's wrap up the call with your overall thoughts of the con, and let's start with Sarah Earhart. What were your overall thoughts of the con? Just real quick, good, bad, what could be better, what you're hoping for next year, just that kind of stuff.
I thought that with this being the first one, that they were extremely helpful getting things set up, and I know it didn't seem like that to everybody on the outside, but seeing, being so close in the beginning and seeing how much they were putting in and how much feedback and unexpected drama they were getting from the fire marshal and all from the front of the line aspect, they did really well at doing it, and I think that the vendor turnout was really good. I was kind of a little concerned that there weren't going to be, they were going to have all these people show up out there.
Sarah?
I'm hanging on every word here.
So was I.
She got really cold. She got really cold and froze.
Are you back, Sarah?
I am sorry.
Yeah. Continue what you were saying, please.
That was pretty much done, but I don't know what y'all actually heard and what I froze on.
I think you froze on. You froze on something about the fire marshals.
Froze on?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So, being up at the front, I got to see a lot of where the fire marshal was kind of, making them have to rearrange things and change things at the very last minute. I mean, it was probably 10:20 before they opened the doors because the fire marshal came up right at 10 o'clock and said, hold it.
Yeah.
And, I think they handled that well, adjusted. The staff were extremely helpful and willing, like I said, we were talking about at the beginning about me having to get a little extra to get Dawn in, you know, little extra work on that, just, you know, logistics. They were really helpful with all that. But, you know, I was happy with the number of vendors they had. I'm hoping next year there'll be even more, but I really can't wait till next year.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, I like that. Michelle, your overall thoughts of the con?
Well, I was really excited we were getting one because when I started the zombie walk back in 2008, I'd kind of hoped to build into that, but then life happens, so I'm just glad it's here. You know, I think the organizers did really well. First year, there's a lot of lessons to be learned. Anytime I heard somebody complaining, I would remind them in a nice, gentle way that we do not have to have this kind of stuff here. This is the first year. There's going to be some snafus. So what I did was I walked the line and I took pictures of everybody and I asked them what they thought and were they excited to wait? Did they care that it was raining? And I found them afterwards and they said it was worth it. It was worth it to even get them for an hour. So if they do it again next year and use like CenturyTel or something, I think it's going to be massive because they have a year to market it and get people in. And of course, we're Hollywood of the South here. The potential is there for us to have a huge freaking con. I mean, it's there, and I'm so excited to see it happen. I already know what I'm dressing up as next year. I'm going to start working on it now. My kids, my oldest son is like, not as involved anymore, but my baby, he's a big Doctor Who fan. I say baby, he's 15, but it's kind of more our thing, me and Dr. Horrible there. We kind of get along better than me and Captain Hammer on that kind of stuff. You know,
that's very cool.
Penny died. It was sad. Spoilers.
So, Sarah Webb, overall thoughts of the con?
I actually kind of liked having to wait in line beforehand. Granted, I didn't like the rain because I was really worried about my hair, but I liked having to wait in line because I made friends. I met a female Thor who I then entered the group part of the costume contest with. That wouldn't have happened if we didn't have to wait outside before. I made 3 or 4 friends from that, and we're actually texting every day now. The vendors were so cool and so fun to talk to, and it was so much fun to explore everything. The fact that there was food was awesome because I never got an answer whether there would be or not, but there was, and that made me really happy as well. The panels, I wish I could have gone to more than one, but I'm sure they were all great. And I like that there were panel rooms. I like that there was a separate panel room than just the big hall because everyone didn't have to stay squished together all the time. And I just thought overall it went really well, and I didn't understand why people were complaining so much. I think maybe there needs to be a little bit clearer of the cosplay rules about how to treat each other. But other than that, it was really awesome.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed to hear about or read about some of that. So,
wait,
don't worry. If I'm ever around and somebody hassles you, I have my knife in the con. I can't walk in front, but unless somebody messes with you.
I didn't realize that there was an issue.
Well, it wasn't a big issue as much as it is. You hear girls talking about how some people shouldn't wear that type of costume because they're too big for it, or scary clown guy goes up and touches you without asking, which freaks people out.
Oh no, I didn't know he did that. I'm sorry.
He grabbed me in line. He grabbed me in the food line, and I just about jumped out of my costume. I was so freaked out.
Should have punched him. He deserves it.
I would have jumped out of my skin if he would have come up and scared me like that. So
I almost hit him with my Chitauri scepter, so I was really happy it was attached to my purse. But I mean, stuff
he would have deserved it.
Stuff like that's more of just people need to learn how to get along more than it was an issue with the con itself.
Yeah.
But the con was overall super successful.
That's cool. That's cool. I'm sorry that you had that incident. I wasn't aware of that. I'm sorry that happened. That guy was freaky, man. He was freaky from 50 feet away.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what he was like 2 feet away. It was freaky. And he had this bloody marionette of himself that he was doing.
What's the
Let me
Mary
tell you about
man.
them.
That
They are
was-
so good at that stuff. They live in a house on Olive right up the street from me. It's called Olive Street Oddities. And every year at Halloween, they have just a huge open house thing. They did it at Mardi Gras because I was down there hanging out. But they were so good the first 2 years of the Zombie Walk. They won the costume contest both years. I had to pull them out and say, y'all are the judges now. So they would judge for me every year because they always won.
I appreciate the crap.
Their masks and stuff.
So much.
Exactly, but it's creepy if you're not at a zombie walk. You're not used to that.
Well, there's
exactly.
craftsmanship, but then there's the you can be your character without touching people.
Yes.
He needs to save that for Texas
Halloween.
Frightmare coming up in a couple months. Yeah, he needs
Yeah.
to go to Texas Frightmare with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. So last up, Ian. I know you got in late, but
Yeah.
what were your overall thoughts of the con, bro? Tell us what you thought overall.
Well, first of all, obviously it could have been, more days, obviously that kind of thing. But me and my buddy Ken, I mean, we were already pumped. So, I mean, there wasn't no way we were, like, going to back out or anything. And we were still excited when we got in there. We still got, what we wanted and all that stuff. So, I mean, overall, I thought it was great.
That's
And,
cool,
I mean,
because yeah.
No, and also
Yeah, go ahead.
the big props to the guy that ran the Facebook page, because he posted up stuff like every day, and it kept me like pumped. So, props to him.
Exactly.
The LA
Yeah.
for the Louisiana Comic
That
Con
was
page.
like,
And that was Alex Richardson.
Yeah.
Alex
whoever he was,
Richardson.
he did an
good.
awesome job. Yeah.
I
he did great.
I had to give him a little piece of advice because he put a rumor on his personal Facebook page about how people from Big Bang Theory would come to a first-year con, right? And I was like, hello, I want to get on this. And he said, please don't spread that rumor. I said, I'm not spreading the rumor, but be very careful about even talking about rumors when you're promoting stuff, because you say you don't want to disappoint people. Don't even discuss it unless you know somebody's coming 100% for sure. 'cause
Exactly.
you make so many people mad. Because I almost had Max Brooks for the Zombie Walk a couple years ago. Could you imagine if I had said something about that? Oh, we're going to have Max Brooks this year, and then he didn't show up?
Yeah.
Max Brooks.
Michelle, you kind of cut out on me. Who was the rumored person supposed to come?
They were just mentioning Cash from Big Bang Theory.
No.
And that was just, somebody
Yeah,
started
right.
that rumor. He commented about it, and I was like, what is going on? I'm reading between the lines. I'm like, does that mean there's going to be a surprise guest? Because that's usually how promoters build up anticipation. He was like, no, I don't want to disappoint people. I said, don't ever mention anything like that again. I said, other than that, I told him, I was like, man, you're doing awesome. You're blowing it up. And so I was glad to finally get to meet him.
Well, Alex, I think, was actually a guy that was volunteering for him. He's not one of their actual people, and he started a page that was for his, I think, anime friends, some friends of his, and that page blew up. And I think that page eventually got swallowed up by the regular group's page because they had he was just helping them out, and I know he explained that he started this just for people, and everybody thought it was their official page, but he did a good job of talking and promoting everything up. I think probably Nicholas Brennan was their big last special name that they had, and they did a pretty obvious job of saying, hey, it's Nicholas Brennan that's going to be there. Snoopy Dance and all these other things that they did to hint at it. But
well, I thought it was cool they had the Paula from Supernatural there because my son and I, that's our show.
Yeah.
We've watched it for the last 3 years together. And the Jurassic Park guy was so cool. The guy with the Jurassic Park Jeep, he made that and made that whole Jeep up on his own, and now he's getting invites to tons of cons.
Yeah.
So he's going to Lafayette for a con. He's going, I think, to Hot Springs, because I talked to him a little bit.
I freaked out about the Impala, especially when I saw that they had Misha Collins autograph the Angel Blade.
Yes, the
freaked
Angel
out.
Blade.
I took like 15 pictures of that blade just because Misha touched it.
I walked up to the car at one point, and the guy in the trench coat that was dressed as Castile was doing something. I said, hey, ass butt, and he jumped, he looked and stuck his tongue out at me. I was like, yes, I always wanted to say, hey, ass butt. Sorry, I know this is supposed to be, but it's PG-13. It comes on CW, okay?
Yeah.
It's all good. I'll allow it.
Yes,
It's all
my
good.
favorite. Actually, no, my favorite thing about the con was probably, like, the least favorite thing for my friends was how awesome all the cosplay was and how awesome everyone was to ask, can I get a picture with you? Can I get a picture with you? Like, that was such a dream come true to be appreciated for hard work. So I can't imagine how the people who put even more effort into their costumes felt by getting stopped for pictures and stuff. Like, that is so rewarding.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
My
really
kids
cool.
loved it. They especially
I got
loved it when teenage girls
I
asked for pictures.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I stopped and got a
Same
picture with Ian.
Yeah.
Ian still looks the same, so that's all good.
That's your cosplay, Ian?
Weird.
Whatever, like, he's Ginger Jesus. Hello, Ginger Jesus. How's it going?
He's,
No, I
he's,
can't stand this. No.
he is eternally the dude.
Beard. Just
Look,
the beard is ginger.
Now I'm Jesus. No, I'm Jesus.
The
God. Just
That's
the
awesome.
beard is Jesus.
He's the dude.
let me,
That's all we're gonna say.
He's the dude. Let me clarify the question earlier about whether or not Brendan smelled good. Yeah, he did. He walked right by me. I could smell his cologne. He smelled good. He was a nice guy too. He came walking right by me, and I didn't make a big deal of it. I was like, "Hey man, how you doing?" And he like grabbed my arm, like manly grabbed my arm, and said, "Hey man, good to see you." He kept walking. I think he was heading to the panel or to his booth or something, but he was real nice. And that was
Lick a stove.
So guys, that's it, man. Let's wrap this bad boy up. So next year, Louisiana Comic Con. Nice. I don't know who did that, but it was nice.
It might have
Very
been me.
nice.
I'm sorry.
It was
It
me.
probably was. Yeah, that's awesome. But for all of our regular viewers of the show, I've got interviews coming up. I was able to interview Rob Guillory. I interviewed Cody Chamberlain. I tried to get Brandon Badeau in, but it was just too busy, bro. I was not able to get him. I did get an interview with Man-Made Soap. Man-Made Soap with Scott from Man-Made Soap, who was really cool.
Yeah.
And another thing that we're really bringing some attention to is I got to interview Talisha and Nick and the other lady that's working with them on this educational project that they're doing at LSU. It was Nick, Deidre, Nick, and Talisha are working on the Amazing Captain Fit, which is an educational, edutainment type of educational comic book that they're putting out to help bring awareness to kids of how to stay fit, eat better, all that kind of great stuff. I got interviews with them as well that I'll be posting on the channel as well. But I mean, overall, it was really cool. I think for a one-day event, it turned out as good as it could. There were all kinds of things that were contributing factors to the delays and people waiting in line, from what Sarah was talking about with the fire marshals, to the venue, to some of the venues would not do a one-day con, from what I heard, just all kinds of things. But I think for what it was, it turned out really good. Excalibur had a great day both at the con and here at the shop. So that's a good thing. That's supporting the local industry. And I know some people were like posting stuff. I don't want to go to a con to buy watches or to buy soap and stuff like that. And for me, I'm just like, it was cool. It was in the right place. It was really cool. Odd Duck Studios had some really cool stuff there with their watches. I'm sorry, Sarah, that they did not have more female-themed watches. They can do that for anybody next year, though. They can do pre-orders, so when they come again next year, they can have stuff ready and lined up. And I'll try to make a point to point that out to them, that there are a lot of ladies that would like to get lady hero or lady character themed watches. That would be really cool for them to know about.
Not just hot guy watches, but hot girl.
Yeah.
Hot guy watches are good though. Okay.
I want Kate Bishop on watch.
Yeah, Kate Bishop on a watch would be really cool. That would look really cool. But I'm sure there'll be plenty of hot guy watches as well. So that was really cool. So to all of our subscribers, everybody viewing this video, thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up. like us, subscribe to the channel. Tell us in the comments below if you were at the con and what you thought of it. Also, before I forget, huge shout out to Rayshad Miller, who was Darth Maul at the con, and he looked fantastic. He looked really good. Put a lot of energy and effort into that. There was really just a really cool cosplay element to the con, as far as I'm concerned. I saw so many really cool costumes and stuff, and there was just a bunch of stuff. It was really cool for a one-day con. So I can't wait till next year. I can't wait for it to be bigger and better and probably longer, because I'm expecting it to at least be a 2-day, if not a 3-day con next year. So any final thoughts from anybody before we wrap it up?
I think they had a lot of good stuff and things.
And things, yeah. So, my main regret is that I did not walk out of there with some man-made soap. I was so irritated at myself.
I didn't either.
Because
I regret it.
It was that Wolverine smelled good. The Hulk smack.
I'm telling you, man, Wolverine.
He's selling it at the farmer's market. Yeah, he does the farmer's market.
He's got his
Good.
Yeah, he's got a stand at Yoakum Toyota as well, so I'll probably get some from there. But
if
anyway,
you check my blog, I've got a list of where he sells it. My blog is DianePrince.com.
Okay.
Check it out.
Very cool. We'll check that out then. So look, Sarah, Michelle, Ian, Randy, thanks for being on the call. We really appreciate it. We plan on doing more of these in the future about various aspects of pop culture and industry stuff, comic industry stuff. So thanks for being on the call. Really appreciate it. Until next time, guys, everybody have a great night.
Always a pleasure,
Bye.
buddy.